Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go. Ooh.
Sound is up. We here on Valentine's Day. I guess since it's Valentine, we'll do this as a couple episodes now. So rolling sending this one out. So you're gonna just get me and Earl. So that's D Rob and Zombie Earl. You got any cool introductions, secondary nicknames you want to throw out there?
Pretty good.
Pretty good, pretty good. So it's that time of the year. So if you're familiar with last year, we did a format madness where basically you picked one of the previous UDE formats, and you just played a double elimination tournament. So this year we changing it up. So everybody know we have everybody don't know, but for most people who know, we have our quarterly events for the UDE format where we just do 6 weeks playing the UDE format. Just come and go as you please, and we have a winner. But this is a more competitive event. And this year, we're going to be a lot more deck building intense. Is that the word I want to use for it, Earl?
Yeah, I think so. I think you're not gonna play one deck all the way through. You'll probably play a different deck every week.
Yeah, the only way you'll play 2 decks, the same deck in a row for you in the finals, coming from the loser bracket. Or if you're the winner playing the loser and lost the game. So that's the only way. So you will be building a new deck every week. But let's just go over the slideshow we have here. So so basically one of the things that the winner from the previous tournament, Patrick Lanahan, he got to name the event. So he named it I Have Better. So the full name for this event would be Buckeye Present I Have Better in episode 2. So obviously this is our second year doing it. And simple enough as you see, the MCU draft. So every time we do Buckeye, I think we already have a draft. But the only difference this time around is when you draft your MC, them are the only 2 MC you will play against the whole event. So obviously you probably don't want to pick Outrider or Dark Phoenix, not unless you froggy like that and just want to jump. But I would highly advise doing that. You got anything you want to say introduction, or you just want to go through the slides, Earl?
Go through the side. I would give mad respect to somebody drafted Outriders.
Right. If you top with it, then maybe we might have to come up with special prizes for that, like have like the top, but that's probably too much thinking and stuff. But going forward, so sign up should be open right now. I just opened it up before the stream. Sign up gonna go all the way up to the March 7th, the day before the draft, which will be Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Draft will be in the Buckeye Discord, but we also have it on the YouTube channel.
I just signed up right now.
Check that out. So how you sign up? You just put your name, a picture, just throw something in there, and we got you covered. You just gotta be in the Discord server. That's the only catch. I mean, if you're not in the Discord server, we can still make it happen. So don't let that limit you. That's just easier for us to kind of keep tabs on. But if you want to do something different, we got you. Why are we doing this? Because drafting fun, versus is fun. And if you listen to this, you probably like versus a little bit, or enjoy our voices. One of the two.
Or you're lost on the internet.
Yeah, that too. I want to see I want to get for Buckeye football. What's this? Sorry. So, anybody welcome. I mean, if you want to play versus, you are welcome. The top, the bottom, and then can you beat the people you pick? So I mean, yeah, let's go. Let's go in more detail. On the wrong side. There we go. So brief overview. So players will draft 2 things in this double elimination tournament. The first thing, you'll be drafting 2 MCs, so everybody will only have exactly 2 MCs, no more, no less. All MC will be legal in the format, so you can pick whoever you want. Loki, you want Outriders, you want the Dark Phoenixes, the Rogue, the Thor. I mean, you could draft them, but remember, you will be playing against who you draft against. Yeah. Really, kind of the only MC stipulation we have is so any MC with the keyword Spider-Verse or Sinister 6 is going to be considered 1 MC each. So all the Spider-Verse is one MC. So if you draft, you won't draft Spider-Ham, you'll draft the Spider-Verse. You won't draft just like Doc Ock, you'll draft the Sinister Six.
But I don't recommend that either.
Exactly, right.
Maybe if you draft the Sinister Six and the Outriders, that would be impressive.
If you just want to play for 2 games, then that's what you need to do. So the other thing you'll be drafting besides 2MC, you'll be drafting your place in the bracket. We'll be showing the bracket later on in the stream, but basically you'll be picking a layer, and that determines who will have priority, picking who go first, and also who you match up against. So like I said, if you feel you could beat somebody quite easily, just slot yourself next to them or put yourself in a position where you could get at them. Or if you want to avoid your teammates, don't be in the same side of the bracket. That's simple. Well, at least for the first round. Once you get to lose the bracket, that's a whole different thing. But if you're coming in playing to lose, you got the wrong approach. Not unless you went to that losing thing. And the draft is going to be 3-round snake draft with the we'll talk about the judges later, but it's going to be 3 rounds. So whoever picked first in the first round will pick last in the second round, and then first in the third. So whoever picked last in the first round will pick first in the second round, last in the third round. You got anything you want to put on top of that, Earl?
No, it sounds good.
And like I said, if y'all have any question, I got the stream up so you could type in the screen. Oh yeah, Jeremy tripping. He thought he was looking for the Buckeye Botanical Show. Yeah. So it's one of those things. But like, say if you had questions, throw it in the chat. Hit us up. We on Facebook. We on Discord. We'll be around. But continuing on. So talking about the draft. So the draft will be Wednesday, March 8th at 8 p.m. You do not physically have to be at the draft to do the draft right. So that the option you have, you can provide one of the judges a list. So like I said, the judges will be in the event, but we'll get more to that later on. But if you send a list of judges, only the judges will see the list. So you ain't got to worry about somebody, cherry picking your picks and stuff just because they know who you're about to take. You can have somebody else draft for you. Just tell them and they'll be there to draft. Or now, if you just don't provide a list, don't show up, or you forget about, which people apparently do forget about these drafts, we're going to have a unpublished rank of MCs. So you'll get the number one, the highest ranking on all lists. The judges already made this list, is already made. So just to give you our example, the 3 judges picked their 15 worst MCs. And out of those 15, 5 of them, we had all 3 in common. I think another 7, 2 of us had in common. And there was like another 10. But just to give you examples, like look at say you not the draft, you're the first pick. So our number 1 is Kid Kaiju. I mean, that should be no secret to anybody. I mean, Earl, do you think anybody worse than Kid Kaiju?
I don't think so.
I mean... So like Kid Kaiju on the list, I mean it's obvious stuff that the Legacy, Cyclops, a few other cars on there. What else on that? See, I forgot I had them. Just talked about it. But basically, we got a list, we got an order. We're not going to have no presentation on the order, but we will probably talk about it after the draft.
Yeah. We ranked every MC ever made. No, that's a joke. That's not true.
Yeah, we do other things besides versus apparently. The draft gonna be snake format, like we already went over that. Oh yeah, and I forgot. If you don't send a list, like say highest ranked MC be your first round pick, the next available MC second round pick, and we're gonna give you the highest level on the bracket for your last pick. Snake format, I went on about that already. And draft order will be based on our ranking system. So everybody who in Buckeye should be familiar with the ranking, but if you're not in it, it's similar to the chess ranking system. What the chess ranking system called, Earl?
I can't even remember. ELO, I think.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so if you come in, you'll come in with 1,000 points. We'll kind of put you in like the middle part of the bracket.
Yeah.
So even if you've never done a Buckeye ranking thing and want to get in this, you'll be drafting towards the middle. Just coming in don't guarantee you're going to have the first pick.
Right.
If people have the same ranking, at least 30 minutes before the draft, you'll know what spot you drafting at. Like I said, it's all the stuff we've been doing. So if you've been doing Buckeye stuff, it's all still the same stuff. If you're new to it, we'll be more happy to explain. So continuing on, legal cards. So we are not going past value 4. So let me put that into layman's terms. Well, it's on the screen too. So crossover 4 is the last set you could go. So you can't play none of the Disney Arc stuff or none of the House of X or anything else released. So anything that been released since what was that, December?
Right. December.
Yeah, so I mean, so that way, you know, we got a few reasons. Plus, there are more cards coming out that are going to be coming out during the tournament. We didn't want them to come in because, like things like Legacy Cyclops that we have on our list at one of the worst at NFC. If you add House of X to him, he become a lot better. Cables will be the same way once he get the equipment that was in the instruction book and stuff. So, I mean, we just decide we're going to cut it off here, make a whole stopping point and see who were the worst in the first 4 years type thing. Anything else you want to add here, Earl?
No. Yeah. So we wanted people to be familiar with the cards and everybody to have them. So that's kind of why we're not using the newer stuff. Because you are going to be building decks off guys that
you didn't draft.
Somebody else picked. Yeah.
Right. So this is a one-of-a-kind event we want. We like to say because four events a year we do it based on what you did doing. So we wanted to have one a year that we could kind of put our own flavor on. So again, that's why we're doing this. Everybody welcome, but we'll take whoever comes. So just a picture of a bracket, and I've been referring to you drafting a ladder. So like, if we had 8 people in this bracket, you'll pick a ladder A through H. Sorry, boy, I need to learn my alphabets again. Okay, so like I said, so like game 1, the A play H. Whoever led A, they get to pick who go first or second. And then the loser of that game, you see game 1, you find the one in the red section, and that way you will go. But yeah, you think that need any more detail to go over? Or a bracket's a bracket, Earl?
Bracket's a bracket to me, but I'm sure there are people that aren't familiar with brackets. And feel free to reach out to us if you have any bracket questions.
But like I said, yeah, you'll be drafting a letter. So only worry about the letter part. This stuff at the bottom is the loser bracket. So wherever you see a green game, that means you're still in the winner bracket and you still got to lose twice. If you're playing a game with a red symbol, that means you lost one and the next game you lose, you'll be eliminated. Yeah. And then we also had the brown section. If you make it to one of these points, you will be getting a prize. And we have ranking and stuff for that. But yeah. So
also, I think you said this, but I can't remember it. The letter closest to A for each game gets to pick if they go first or not.
Right. So and that for the whole tournament, even in the finals, like I said, because winner gonna be playing somebody from the loser for the final game. If that person, the winner, lose that first game, he'll still have whoever had a high letter still had a priority the next game. It's not like a back and forth thing. So and like I said, when you draft, you can draft your spot on the bracket before you ever draft your MC. Nobody didn't do that in the last event, but I think it was still a whole new thing. So
yeah.
16-player bracket. I mean, Kevin trying to get them Jessica Jones promo. I'm trying to tell you, we'll take care of you for Jessica Jones promo. We said shipping the only issue with that, huh? But if we sending you something, we'll cover it up with Jessica Jones promos. We keep our card protected when we send them out. But yeah, 16. So if we get up to more than 8 people, but less than 16, that's the bracket we'll be using. And then the top 8 will score prizes. I don't have the loser bracket on here, but it is in a Discord server. And then a 32-man tournament will the top 12 spots will make prizes.
Right.
And double letters, of course, is like the alphabet.
Right. So also with these brackets, we'll use brackets. So if we have 14 players left in the 16-man bracket, 2 of those spots will not be drafted and will become buys.
Right.
So that's
go ahead.
also something to consider when picking your letter.
Right, so you can pick to try to get one of the buy slots because you can see, like I said, when they get drafted, they'll be filling up, so you see where it'll fall at. But like I said, if you want to try to get a buy spot, avoid teammate, I mean, so yeah, like he said, if we had 10 players, then what, 6 players would get? Well, no, if we had 10, what, that'd be 5 games, 3 players would get buys? Something like that in a 16-man bracket?
Yeah.
So we had exactly 16 players last time with no judges involved. So if they're openings, there will at least be 2 judges showing up for this event. But we'll get more to that later on. There's a lot later on going on here. Finally, the home run power. So this is a Buckeye only thing. I mean, besides softball, you don't see this nowhere else, huh?
Right.
So I'll read the word for word, then we'll kind of explain. Both of us put words on it, then we'll go from there. So Tevin, it's not modern. It's not going to be
and the home run power.
Yeah, home run power. So we get ready to go over that now.
Is the substitution for modern.
Right. So until you hear these rules right now, it's wide open. It just can't go past crossover 4. So you can have Maximals and all the Sentinels in your deck. If somebody drafts Maximal, you build a wall of Sentinels, you know, more power to them.
Yeah. If you want to face Sentinels, draft Master Mold.
So home run power, I'm going to read it and then we'll talk about it. So home run power is a power that are limited to the number of times you can use in a tournament. I don't know if that makes sense, but I'll keep reading. I wrote this a while ago. You can use any number of home run power any number of times in the same game. So once you use one of these so-called home run powers, you can use it all you want to that game. And then finally, if you try to use a home run power after you exceed the number of home run games you have played, the power won't trigger. So let's just break that down. So let's go. Let me just bring up the power. You think that'd be better, Earl, and then come back to this? So. Okay. So it's a small list. So all main characters, like I said, there's no main character got home run power on, but these are the characters that have home run power. So if you play Senator the Kelly, as soon as he hit the table, his keyword trigger as soon as they played or appear. And then superpower actually had to be paid for those to count as home run power. So if you play Maximus but never pay the 4 yellows, then that's not considered a home run power. And then the plot twist and equipment, as soon as they hit the table, they consider a home run power. So realistically in the game, you can play out of time machine and send to Kelly in one game, and that'd be 1 home run power. So let's go back. So now that you've seen the list of home run power, let's go back to it. And then let's just move on to this and go from here. This seems like the best part, huh?
Yeah.
So home run power can be used in the game based on the number of players in the tournament. So if we have like an 8-person tournament, one of your games you can use home run powers as many times as you want to. But after that one game, you can never use a home run power again in any of your games. And there'll be a running tally of who used home run powers and how many times they used it. Like I was saying, superpowers trigger when used, keyword trigger when they appear, and equipment and plot twist trigger on either player or appear, wherever they doing at the moment. You have anything else you want to put on this, Earl? Or?
Nope.
I mean, like I said, people who played in last year event, more familiar with this, but this definitely a point for questions, and we here for those questions. That's what we here for.
Yeah.
So
basically, we're not using modern, but we wanted to do something to not make the same cards show up every single game. So this is our solution.
Right. And plus the way we do in the format, we didn't want to do mine because things like Rachel Summers, you have to have dark fingers if you want to level her. If we use
Right.
modern, then Rachel Summers not gonna level was make her a great pick. She's not one of the three that we all picked, so she'll there, but she'll be around. So I think that's some of my home run power. So I'm gonna go through this one more time, but like I said, all these PowerPoint shots are on the website. You can look at them. But yeah, we around for questions, right? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So other notes about this tournament. Judges may and will play in the tournament. So we will draft after everybody else have made all three of their picks. So that way you're not concerned about, oh, well, I sent my MC pick order to the judge. They're going to pick ahead of me. Or anything like that. So we will draft afterwards. But I think we still could dominate. I mean, that's just how I feel.
Yeah. Although if there's two spots open, I'm sure Rob and I will pick those and face off in week 1. So
Right, right. I mean, so yeah, we'll and like I said, and also what you get to see with us picking last, most of the slots gonna be filled in a bracket. That means if we pick the spot against you, we feel we could beat you. Nothing personal, but take it very personally.
yeah.
Oh, look at that opening next to him. So the schedule. So unlike normal events where week 1 everybody got to play again 1 week, each individual game will have their own deadline date. It'll make
When
more.
both
Go ahead.
when both players are known for that game, then you'll have 8 days to
The
play.
clock start. You will have at least 8 days.
Yeah.
So we move it around stuff, but like I said, the sooner people play, the sooner we get through this event. So I think the last slide is just prizes. So prizes, what we here for, right? Well, I don't know. Some people like
Here
to
to have-
expect and stuff. So the one thing I didn't put on the prize slide is whoever wins the event get to make the name of the event for the next year we do it. So that's not on the list, but that's only for the winner. But everything on this list is going to be picked. So we got league play match for the Fantastic Four. I know we got at least one of those. The Magic play match, I got about 5, at least 5 of those. The Venom play match, I know we got one of those. The Mortal Kombat 11 play match, we have one of those. And Sacred Ground. So basically, when you win, you'll pick your prize. The first place will pick their prize, and we'll go down the list, and then we'll get it shipped out to you. Also, we have promo cards that we'll be passing out that you can pick from. So you can pick 2. So either an Iceman, a Shock to the System, Laugh, Taskmaster, or any of the Gen Con. Like if we got legendary players and you want some of the cool Gen Con legendary promos, we got those for you too. While supplies last. I didn't put that on it, but while supplies last. And then you can get 25 tokens to get stuff off the prize wall. I mean, if you're more intrigued by stuff we have on the prize wall, you can get a few things from there.
Yeah. And if you don't think that the judges are going to take this tournament seriously, remember, each one of us that places in the top, that's shipping and handling we don't have to pay.
Right. Check that out. Absolutely. So like I said, if, for the 8-player bracket, 4 people going to get paid out. So if we get 4 to 8 people, that means 4 people get paid out. If we have
prize out,
prize out, right? 9 through 16 prize, top 8 get prized out, and then anything up to 32, 12 prize out. I haven't even looked at the bracket past 32 because if we get more than 32 players, we might do it big. I might give a TV set for a prize. Now I'm lying. Don't do that. Don't even consider that. I'm lying. And I guess we giving out prizes. We gotta let the people know the price of the event, right?
Yeah.
It's free.
Free.
But just remember, the thing about the free you have to remember is we could change rule as we see needed for this event as well. So if we see a rule that may not work in or something that could be bad done, we'll do it. But yeah, I mean, that kind of just sums up the event. I'm not seeing any questions in the chat. But sign up is open right now. Let's see, do we have people signing up already? I'll look real quick. Oh yeah, we got 4. So sign up is happening. So yeah, I mean, well, one of them reached up, but still, we got at least 4 people. So we only needed 4 to run the event, right?
Yeah.
So the event will fire. So like, and just to let people know how sign up work, you go to the Discord page. Like I say, you either reach out to us through Facebook, or if you go to the Discord page, you put a statement, you put a meme or something in there, and that's it. So you can see who will be in the tournament. And like I said, when we get closer to the draft, we may have we'll probably just do a video after we do our recap for season 8, right? Yeah, well, season 8 will end. We'll have the season 8 recap before the event. So we may have a few pointers then if we get questions and stuff. But yeah. So no new questions came in. I guess people understand everything. But I think we're ready to make this happen again. We already got next year lined up, so we at least gonna have a episode 3, right?
Yeah.
So like I said again, I want to Patrick Linehan. He was our episode 1 winner. He named this event after the movie Liar Liar. I didn't get. He wanted me to put a video in here from the scene that he said I had there, but I'm pretty sure everybody know what that is. And I didn't want YouTube coming after me looking for me. But yeah, so yeah, Liar Liar named event. Rules pretty straightforward. So you want to give people just a small pointers about what they should be drafting or what they should be looking at?
Well, I think there's a couple strategies you could go. You could go with picking similar MCs or just trying to pick the worst.
So let's just go with the obvious question. We'll try and wrap this up with this. What do you think? You think people should lean toward photo or illustrator? I mean, like I said, we're not going past value for, so the Disney Plus stuff is not in here.
You want whether I think they should go photo or illustrated?
I mean,
I would not split it. Okay. I would not go one photo and one illustrated.
Right, because when you're picking your deck, you don't know what you're going against.
Yeah.
Like so.
That's my advice. Don't split it.
Right, yeah, that's probably a good point. So, yeah, because like I said, if you pick an illustrated MC, then you pick a photo MC, I mean, you don't know if they're going to have an Ego or Omega because you don't know what deck they actually choose until y'all flip MCs. So, just a real quick how it works. So, let's just say I draft Kid Kaiju and Bullseye from Defenders. So, Earl's my opponent. And Earl, who do you draft? What 2 suckers you draft? What? Cyclops and Cable?
Outriders and Rogue.
So he had Outriders and Rogue. So when I see I'm matching up against Earl, I'm like, okay, what's MC that I want to play? Outriders and Rogue. I mean, he just broke his own rule already. But I'm like, you know what? And then you also see like, okay, so I have Bullseye and Kid Kaiju, so neither one of them much attacking, but the one got a gun. So I think I might go with Rogue. Just, Rogue just feels more safe. I guess Outrider is always safe. I mean, I never walked down the street with 6 dogs, but that must feel pretty safe. And they all had at least killed one person. But yeah, and then so we'll pick our LC, we flip, and then we'll play. And one of us will win, one of us will lose. Again. But yeah, I think we could wrap this up. How long is it? We're going about less than 30 minutes. Maybe a good time. Yeah. No more questions. No question. You can watch this. It'll be on the YouTube channel. Sign up. Oh, we got another sign up since then. Yep. Anything else you want to put out there, Earl?
No, I'm good.
We still got season 8 of the regular Buckeye season going. You know, we still got another week you can sign up for that.
Yeah, you could play in the last week yet.
But like I said, just realize if you sign up for this tournament, you will be making a new deck every week. Why? Let me take that back. You don't have to make a new deck. You can just switch MCs every week.
Yeah, that's true.
You can just have one deck and just put the MC that go with it. I wouldn't
You're like,
advise that.
Man, I had this Kid Kaiju deck week 1, and I don't want to make a new deck, so I'm just going to take Kid Kaiju out and put in this
Cyclops.
Cable.
Put in Cable.
Yeah, Cable.
I don't need equipment. It's Cable.
I've got my monsters in here. We're good to go.
Right. You ranked them pretty high on Apex, so I mean, if you're not patron at Apex, you can hear our ranked because you did monsters, right?
I did Inhumans and
okay, they still the
wait,
same
I did
thing.
another one.
They the same thing with different skins, huh?
I think I did Inhumans and Monsters. There was 2 of them out of that box.
Okay.
So,
but check that out. But yeah, we have a few good prizes. I mean, Iceman promo, Shock to the System, Laboratory, Taskmaster. I mean, I think those are some good promos. We at least have 2 of each copy. So I mean, if first place take 2 of those and their Mortal Kombat playment, there's a lot of stuff out there, man, for free. Free. All right. Free.
Not free like the laundry at college, but free as in actually free.
Well, I thought laundry at college was free if you went to your parents' house.
I just always think about like when I took my daughter to a college visit and they're walking around. They're like, "This is free. This is free. This is free. This is free. This is free." I'm like, "It's not free. It's included. Some admission."
Right. free to learn. It would the term they use for it now. All right, I think we wrap this up here. Thanks for listening. Like I said, we be around Facebook, Discord. If you have questions, you want to invite a friend, you want to invite 2 friends. But at least invite yourself. Happy Valentine's Day. Is that's the thing?
That's today. Happy Valentine's Day.
And if this is news to you and you got a significant girlfriend, you probably won't sign up for a tournament because you're gonna have some free time in the next couple months. Just throwing that out there. All right, well, everybody have a good night. Let's give you the introduction one more time and get off the set.
Ooh. Oh, yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go.